Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Noelia, and please take a second to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video. Now, I'm reporting to you guys live from my kitchen. I don't know why I felt the need to announce that or why I'm even in my kitchen right now, because I'm not even gonna be doing anything in here. But the real question might be, why not? Anyways, for today's video, as you guys can see, it's not gonna be a hair video because I do have my braids in still. I don't think I'm gonna keep them in too much longer because my scalp is already starting to get so itchy and I'm just so ready to just scrub my scalp. But I think I'm gonna keep it in for the rest of the week. Who knows? You guys will know because I'll keep you guys updated. But it has been really, really nice to kind of just let my hair do its thing and just not have to worry about my hair as much. So I figured for today's video, we'll do a get ready with me. And I wanted to share with you guys some of the questions you guys asked me, I want to say like 3 weeks ago. I put up an ask section on my story and I had you guys ask me a ton of questions and I told you I would answer within the next few hours. And of course I forgot. So I made sure to screenshot all the questions so we can get to them when we get to them, and we're gonna get to them today. So I am gonna be doing my makeup with you guys on camera because I don't really do that often, and a lot of you guys always ask me about my everyday routine as far as my makeup, so I figured this would be the perfect little combo. I'll answer questions and I'll also share my makeup routine. So go ahead, grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get right to it. Okay guys, so we're starting off with a fresh face, and I am gonna be trying something new today. I was sent some products over from Good Molecules and I'm gonna try out their silicone-free priming moisturizer. I'm very weird with trying new things sometimes. I am somebody who's just one of those if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of people. So let's see. So this is what the packaging looks like. Very cute. So I already applied sunscreen underneath. So I guess I was supposed to put that on first. Yes, I had already applied sunscreen before, but I guess this is gonna go on top because I'm not gonna take it off. So I just put 2 pumps. Okay, so first impression, it's definitely very soft. Wow, definitely very soft. All right, we like that. So next up, we're gonna start off by using the Milk Hydro Primer. I spoke about this in my last makeup video. It actually broke, so I'm gonna have to I normally use a Q-tip to just, so I dropped this and it completely broke off. So I've been using a Q-tip just to take some out. Like this much, it's like a jelly consistency. And then just applying that to my face. I used to be one of those people who didn't really believe in primers until I tried this one. I don't know, there's something about it that I feel like it helps grip the foundation to my skin. The foundation I'm going to be using is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is in the shade 5 Neutral. I had this foundation, I want to say for 3 months now, and when I first purchased it, it was way too dark for me, and then I missed the return exchange time, and the girl was giving me a hard time, so I was like, okay, I'll just keep it for my summer foundation. Because I liked the foundation, I just felt that it was a little too dark and it wasn't really matching my neck at all. But since I was just in Puerto Rico, I was able to get a little bit of color, not much, but a little bit. So this is my current foundation right now. So I like to start off with 1 pump and then I work it into my face, and then if needed, I'll add more. And I'll take some of my setting spray and spray my little sponge here. I'm using the Real Technique sponge. Make it a little moist, and then I'll start answering questions. Okay, so the first one, and I actually got 3 of these. Do you have the same curl pattern of curls, or do you have different curls on your head, or is it just me? So having multiple curl patterns doesn't necessarily mean damage, and I think that's a huge misconception that a lot of people have when it comes to curl patterns. Now, you can tell when your hair is damaged. Like if your hair wants to curl but it has it's straight and it doesn't have the elasticity that your other healthy curls have, then I would consider that damage. But if you have tighter curls on one side and looser on the other, that could just be your natural pattern. Like that, there are people who have looser curl patterns on some parts of their head and tighter on others. Now I have 3C 4A hair. I don't really talk much about the 4A because a lot of y'all like to come for me and tell me I don't have 4A hair. Now my whole head is predominantly 3C. But there are sections of my hair that have more of a tighter curl. And, you know, of course, I see it and I know it's there. So I have 2 curl patterns. I have definitely 3C, predominantly 3C, and I do have some 4A. So it is completely normal to have more than one curl pattern. I think it's all dependent on, was it always this way? Did you start straightening your hair and now you have 2 curl patterns? If you see that you have straight ends or maybe like a straight section in between, because for me, when I had heat damage, my curls were healthy at the top and the middle was dead and then the bottom was curly. So it was the weirdest type of heat damage. You typically can tell when it's heat damage versus when it's just 2 different curl patterns on your head. If you guys see me looking this way, it's because I have a mirror here and I just want to make sure I blend out this foundation as best as possible. So this is what my face is looking like with just 1 pump of the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. Of course, I need to blend it better, but pretty good coverage with just 1 pump. I am gonna go in with another pump. Next question is, how often do you trim your hair and do you notice more breakage with wash and go styles? So this trimming hair question triggers me for sure because I don't trim my hair as much as I should. The last time that I actually trimmed my hair or cut my hair at all was the summer of 2020. So this was like July 2020. And that was a long time ago. So I don't think that there should be a time frame for when you should cut your hair. I feel you should go with how it feels, and you can normally tell when you need to cut your hair. So I would prefer to cut my hair every 6 months because I feel like around the 6-month mark is when my hair starts to act a little crazy. But obviously because of COVID and when the rates started to go up, I was just like, okay, we're not gonna go anywhere. We're not gonna do any of this right now. We'll deal with it when we get to it. And now I feel like my ends are so far gone that, I don't know, I need to do something about it. So don't trim it as often as I should, but my recommendation for you, if you're wondering how often you should trim it, I would say go based on feeling. But a lot of stylists suggest every 3 to 6 months. I like to go with feeling because sometimes my ends are fine. And okay, so now that my foundation is applied, this is what it looks like on my skin. Very full coverage. It's buildable, so you can leave it with just 1 layer and it's going to look a little bit more luminous, but if you apply a 2nd layer, it's a little bit more full coverage, which is what I was going for. So next I'm gonna go in with filling in my brows because I like to have my skin and my brows done so I could kind of see where the look is going. So I like to use the Anastasia Dark Brown Powder Duo. Love this thing, it lasts forever. I'm obsessed with it. So I like to start off by brushing out my brows, and then I just fill in the shape of my brow essentially. Okay, so now that my brows are filled in, I've actually been growing out my brows and I'm seeing such a drastic difference in the growth and how easy it is to fill them in now because they're getting fuller. I love it here. So next up, we're gonna go in with the Kevyn Aucoin Supernatural Concealer. So I recently went to a Kevyn Aucoin virtual event and they were speaking on their products and all the fun stuff. They went ahead and sent me a care package with all Kevyn Aucoin products. And let me tell you, do not sleep on Kevyn Aucoin. His products are so bomb. And this concealer, I really, really like it. The setting powder, the mascara, bomb. What's the first step when trying to get your curls back after damaging them? I feel like this is one of the most common questions that I get. Pretty much, where do you even start? How do you even get from point A to point B? So my biggest thing that I wish I realized in the beginning, and I feel like I say this a lot, but you can never say it enough. The best way to achieve your goals when it comes to your curls and anything in life as well is your mindset. So you have to mentally prepare yourself to go through your natural hair journey, and it is a journey, okay? It is a journey. You'll have great days, you'll have horrible days, you'll have terrible days, but you have to be in the state of mind where you're gonna be okay with that. And you have to accept that that's gonna be your reality for a little bit and that you're gonna be okay with it. You know, you don't have to be all cupcakes and rainbows all the time and giddy and oh my god, this is the best thing ever, even though you're unhappy. But what I will say is, if you have the mentality of this is just my situation right now, it's gonna get me where I want to go, the whole process will be so much easier. And it was a struggle for me because I didn't know. I mean, I knew this, we all know this, but I didn't know this or apply this when I was transitioning to natural hair. And I'd have days where I really would just neglect my hair for a few weeks, and not even days. I would neglect my hair for weeks, just throw it in a bun, and then my hair would get all matted, and then I'd break my hair because detangling was such a process. Now to set my concealer, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is the Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. It's in the color 2 Medium. Love this powder. It is like one of my favorite setting powders at the moment. This is what it looks like on the inside. And I love her packaging. So bomb. So I'm gonna go in with, I don't even know what type of brush this is. This is a Morphe M536. This is probably not the brush for this, but I use it anyways because it works for me. So I just dab it on and just apply it to my under eyes and anywhere that needs setting. Prep yourself to the point where you'll be okay with whatever your days are gonna look like, because there's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna be great days, there's gonna be bad days, there's gonna be days where you just wanna like shave all your hair off, days where you just wanna give up on the whole process. Always just remember why you started, because you started for a reason. Nobody would just embark on a journey like this if they didn't have, you know, they didn't want to be here. So definitely get yourself in the right headspace. And second, get rid of all your heating tools. When you don't have them accessible to you, you won't use them. So what I did is I just gave them all away. Everyone in my family is natural, like meaning nobody relaxes their hair, but a lot of my family members still blow dry their hair. So anytime I get anything in PR that has to do with straightening or anything, I always just give it away because I have no reason to keep it. Now I'll keep a heat protectant because there are times where I do like protective styles or something that needs me to, or that requires me to stretch my hair. So I'll keep those. But when it comes to like heating tools and things that would alter my curl pattern in a negative way, then I just give it away. So out of sight, out of mind, get rid of all your heating tools. I know it's gonna be tempting at first, like you're gonna think that you're gonna be able to straighten your hair in between the process, but unless you wanna take 30 steps back, don't even bother. So I'm gonna go in with the Becca Capri Coast Sunlit Bronzer. Sorry, I was reading it upside down. Going with my Eco Tools Fluffy Brush. I don't know what this is called. I'm the most interesting makeup tutorial giver. I don't know the names of my brushes. I don't know what's going on. I just know how to put it on my face. Next question is, I have been thinking about getting eyelash extensions and you inspired me to do so. What are your thoughts? Okay, so as you guys can see, I no longer have eyelash extensions. I was always someone who was against eyelash extensions, not in a bad way. It was more because I knew I was gonna love them. So for my birthday this year, I was like, you know what? I wanna try them because, you know, I just wanna see how they look. I wanna see how they feel. See if this is something that I can see myself doing from time to time. Of course, I decided to get them and I loved every minute of having them. They were just, you woke up in the morning, you felt brand new, you felt like you didn't have to put anything on your face. Sorry, I'm here getting distracted because I'm trying to look like I just went to the beach. So yeah, like I said, you wake up and you look so put together. There's just nothing like it. So I got them done in January of this year and decided to take them off in May. So what I will say is having them, it's the best. You wake up, you look good. You don't have to put anything on your face, maybe fill in your brows a little bit, put some moisturizer and sunscreen and just be out of the door. And do your hair, but whatever. I'm gonna go in with the Like My Melons Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo by Too Faced. I've been really into watermelons lately. I don't even know, everything has been watermelon. I don't know, my watermelon body scrub, my facial products have been watermelon. Interesting. But yeah, I think this is from a special limited edition collab. I have yet to find this again. I bought this, I want to say like 6 months ago, so I don't know. Like I was saying, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M405. brush. I don't think this is a blush brush, but I'm gonna use it anyways. But yeah, so like I said, my lash tech, very talented. She did bomb work. I loved my lashes every single time I went in. And yeah, so with that said, they do ruin your natural lashes. I don't care what anybody says. They ruin your natural lashes because my lashes were never this short. Like, they're very short now. Very, very short. And I'm not mad at it, only because I knew what I was getting myself into. So when I took my lashes off, I wasn't upset. I didn't feel away because I knew, like, I already knew. I wasn't gonna sit here and be like, because I mean, 6 months consistently with fake lashes glued on top of your natural lashes, like, come on. I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin Indecent Mascara. Watch, I'm gonna coat my lashes just to prep them for some strips. Okay, so you see guys, I have lashes, but what I will say is I had longer natural lashes. Like, I now feel that they're kind of stubby. They're definitely longer than about 2 weeks ago when I actually decided to take off my lashes. Because when I first took them off, I like put mascara on and you only saw like a little bit of lash, but now you kind of see. I have been doing castor oil treatments every night just to try to revitalize my lashes because the poor things have gone through hell. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to using eyelash extensions. Maybe I would for just specific events, but to keep them consistently for months, I don't think I'm gonna ever do that again, only because I honestly love using strip lashes and it doesn't bother me. The only thing is obviously just waking up and looking put together, but aside from that, honestly, I don't even care. So we'll see. To answer your question, do I recommend them? I definitely think that they're worth it, but you need to know the consequences of using them. So just know going into it that it will affect your natural lash and you just have to be okay with it, or just don't get involved, because no matter what anybody tells you, it affects your natural lash. I don't care who the person is doing it. I think obviously anything in excess is gonna affect your lash. Like, is it like terrible? No, because you have lashes at the end. Obviously your extensions have to hold on to something, but they're not gonna be as full if you did have fuller lash. Like, if you didn't have full lashes before and like you literally have no lashes, and maybe this is great for you, but if you're somebody who had pretty decent lashes, yeah, I think you should just hold off on it, or just get it for a specific occasion. What are your tips for finding a curly hair stylist? I'm in dire need of a cut and shape, but I've heard horror stories. Okay, so this is actually a question I get a lot. And my best suggestion is look at influencers or people that you trust. Like, if you trust someone's word, look into who they go to. So like, if you live in the tri-state area, look into influencers that live in Connecticut, into New Jersey, New York, and just see who they go to. If you really, really like their hair and you've liked their haircuts in the past, just reach out to them. Just be like, hey, like, if they don't answer, I mean, that's another thing, but like, always keep track and see, maybe check their YouTube videos. A lot of the times they just post it on YouTube. Like, ask them. Just be like, hey, like, who do you go to? You know, I like the way they cut your hair. I want to get an appointment with them, you know? And we're more than happy to tell you. Like, for those who want to know, I go to 5 Salon and Spa in New Jersey. It's actually in Fort Lee, New Jersey. And my hairstylist's name is Ona, and I absolutely love her. She's amazing. She's been doing my haircuts for the last 3 years, almost 4 years. And she has been the best. I was getting diva cuts, and honestly, there's nothing against diva curl or diva cuts. I think I was just never, I'm not gonna say I know. I was not ready to get curly haircuts so I wasn't ready to get haircuts when I was going to Diva Chan, to any of those salons. Like, I was just not ready. I just used to go just to make myself feel like, okay, I'm doing something good, productive for my hair, and just wasted my money. But all in all, I decided to actually like fully commit to this journey when I decided to go to 5 Salon and Spa in New Jersey, and Ona has been heaven sent. Like, love her. She's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. I'm gonna be using the Yasss Queen by Lilly Lashes, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna pop these on. Okay, so now that I've applied lashes, I look more put together. Now we're gonna go to the lips, and I'm gonna be using the Kevyn Aucoin Unforgettable Lip Definer in the color Divine. Now that my lips are lined, I am gonna be going in with the Juvias Place Yami lip gloss. This is such a pretty gloss. I love it. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna spritz my face with the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. And this is the final makeup look. Now, I said this is my everyday makeup routine, but I don't wear makeup every day. This is more my filming routine if I'm going out maybe, because these lashes are a little bit more extra. So I do have more of a natural pair of lashes, but today I felt like doing a little bit, you know, being a little extra. How often do I detox or clarify my hair? So I actually clarify my hair twice a month, so every 2 weeks. It's all dependent on how I feel my hair feels. Now, clarifying just helps remove all the buildup, all the oils, and all the extraness that's on your hair that you pile up all week. There are shampoos that help you cleanse your hair without needing to use sulfates. So I have a ton of clarifying shampoos that I'm gonna share with you guys that are gentle for curly hair, but really do a really good job at cleaning your hair. So I wanna say I shampoo every week, sometimes twice a week, depending. Whenever I have a wash day, I never co-wash, I just shampoo. So whenever I wash my hair, I shampoo. That can be 1 to 2 times a week. So I would say clarifying, it's every 2 weeks. Just regular shampooing, I would just say weekly. But yeah, guys, that is all for today's chit chat. Get ready with me as I answer some questions from Instagram. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any other questions so I can go ahead and answer them in the comments below. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.